Welcome to another episode brought to you by Game Glitches. Right now we're gonna have a little playthrough through Lords of Xulima. And after that, perhaps I would make some tutorial guides and videos. Please look for them in the playlist. I've read a lot about this game, and it really reminds me of also of Baldur's Gate, and it's kind of in some ways very similar to Divinity Original Sin, from at least what I've read. But it just literally hit the Steam, and we're gonna create a new game.
So deep was I sleeping that I felt as if I were drowning in the darkness and silence, as if time itself had stopped. I was on the Isle of Brina, far from the great war that consumed the grand continent of Rodinia. I heard a voice whispering in my ears, and I felt as if my body was being lifted up. I could not open my eyes, but I could see the firmament clearly, as if I had been pulled up to the stars.
Gowlin, hear the voice of Golot, the architect, the master of dreams and constructor of matter. The world is in agony. The guardian of souls is gaining power over the lords of Xulima. Our strength diminishes. I have watched you from the stars. I have chosen you to be my herald, my hand on earth. You must complete the mission I am giving you. Eradicate the evil that profanes the divine temples of the Creators. Gather your party and sail to Xulima, where no other men from the west have set foot. Let the currents of Naliet and the breath of Taliet guide you to your destiny.
The voice trailed into the stars, like a whisper carried away on the winds. Finally, I was able to open my eyes. Had it all been a dream? I wished it were so, but I knew it was real.
Alright. Damn, nowadays the Kickstarter games and somewhat actually better than the big ass company games. This is so far so good. I don't want to really have a quick start. I want to create my own character, create a new character. Let's see. Um, okay, apparently 11 characters seems to be the limit of your name. So I think that might limit one's RPG performance if one of the people decides to play a character that has a long first name last name, like some dwarven character, an elvish one, and that's pretty much it. I mean, 11 characters is as far as you can go. There we go. That is as far as I'll guess I'll compromise. Alright, so we got different portraits. It's really Boulder Gate-ish. If back in the day, if, like older type games or Neverwinter Nights, this is like that pretty much. Well, I guess I'll go with the Paladin, Paladin, whichever way you want to pronounce it. It's more entertaining that way. Alright, so we're just gonna go with Paladin. Ooh, haven't really done. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so it seems by right clicking on the character, it seems, I mean on the character, on the disciple, it will tell you what it does. We'll give you the description and, what it is all about. Well, personally, since I'm rolling a paladin, I would either go with maximum hit points or with strength. You know what? For now, I'll go with strength. Cause not really know what kind of how the gear works in the game. I guess that was between lance and mace. Explorer class is Gulen, who, well, basically I can't do nothing about. And let's get this going. Very.
It said that it was to be the darkest and bloodiest age in the history of man. On the great continent of Rodinia, the two largest kingdoms began a great war that would drag every country and village into an endless stretch of death and chaos. Many begged and prayed to the gods for help, but the gods never answered. In the safety of Brina, a small island in the far east of Rodinia, the echoes of war thundered louder with each passing day. In those ill-fated times, those who govern our destiny decided that I, Gowlin the explorer and navigator, would do my part to shape history. So I was chosen by Golat, the master of works, to be his herald on earth. In that time, I understood very little of the true meaning of those grave and profound words. The gods who once lived on the lost continent of Xulima years ago were engaged in battle with the Guardian of Souls, and as their power waned, the power of their enemies waxed. Golat commanded me to sail to Xulima, and once there, liberate the sacred temples of the divine. Little hope remained in the world, as long as our Lord Protectors continued their battles beyond the distant stars. Without them, nothing could stop the ruin of Rodinia. And so, it was then that I gathered my allies and set sail from Brina to the east. The wind and the currents guided us across the vast ocean of Morovia. The clouds and the mists were our constant and only companions. 2 weeks later, the clouds divided, and at last we felt the light of the sun once more. And there it was. Beyond the horizon, the land of legend. Xulima, home of the creators.
Wow, it doesn't get any more old school than this. Like, really. Holy crap. Ha! Didn't expect this game to turn such an old school turn on me. Alright, let's see. Wow, this feels like Ultima Online did back in the day, just with slightly better graphics. Oh my god, this is actually cool. Nice, very nice. Money and stuff. Let's see, character inventory, which, what each of them is wielding. This is very, very old schoolish. I mean, doesn't honestly get any more old school than this. Oh, harvesting. Very nice. Very entertaining. Alright, I gotta say about this is amazing. I mean, like, the environment effects, the food, the how far you travel, and so on. I play such a major role. It's quite amazing. Let's keep exploring. Huh. There we go. I just had to readjust the sound a little bit. For some reason, the music wasn't really playing. I'm just gonna continue exploring and seeing what else I can harvest. I'm glad at least it auto picks up and stuff. Interesting. Apparently, humans, rare.
You cannot pass.
Well, it would be nice if they gave more some options, choice of decisions, so to speak. Let's see. Let's ask him how much is a toll. Well, toll is obvious 100 gold. Uh, hmm. You know what? Let's not stir up any trouble. Let's give him the money. Oh, I only have 17.
Get out of here.
Well, let's see if where else I can dig up some cash. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, if you look, let's look around. Maybe we could find something that we could like kill and get some experience or some gold and pay him. I really don't want to start a fight with him because you know you never know what that might end up in a negative way. Hmm. Interesting tutorial guide on the creatures. Let's see. So this is his range of attack. Okay, makes sense. You know what? Let's have a little fight. Let's see how this game handles it. Okay, calm. All right, let's see the system. Hmm. So from my understanding, after reading these rules real quick, interesting laugh in the background, is basically it's like kind of Divinity Original Sin where, you know, it takes a turn based and your character's speed depends on when they go and so on. Alright, let's have a little battle then. Hmm. It seems that an equipped weapon from my rogue was not able to attack from a rear row, so but my archer can easily attack. Alright. Hmm. And again, it's as you can see, he can't seem to attack. The combat is very old schoolish, but it would have been nice if it would have been like in Divinity over the head, and you couldn't just battle them that way. It seems like there's slightly less strategies involved in this game. I guess I'll just have him go on defensive. Oh, he's going after her. Oh, come on, Rogie. Alright, I have to, yeah, reposition my group members around. Hmm. Good rogue, good rogue. Block that. Oh, come on. Alright, one gone, one left. And voila, we got 42 gold and 36 EXP. Very nice. I wonder how long will it take for them to recover, at which rate do they recover in? Guess I have to rest with them. Well, now let's see what we got here loot-wise. By right-clicking and holding, you can examine the items. Defense +3, poor cloth, boots, and wow, 200 gold. Alright, so there we go. We got some good money, and now we could definitely pay the guard. Let's see, we have some cloth. I would definitely going to try to equip it, I guess. Now, let's continue exploring. Or that's probably the limit. Yeah, I guess that's the limit. That's the other way to obtaining the option of not fighting the guard is by fighting the goblin. And now you can go and pay the guard his damn 100 gold. Goddamn extortion.
You cannot pass. Go away.
Damn, aren't you a friendly fella? Shit, with friends like you, I totally feel safe. Oh, cool. Could harvest a field. Let's see, talk to this guy right here.
Hello.
Oh, okay, so this is one of the side quests, I guess. If you gather 20 of those, he'll give you 50 gold. Yeah.
Goodbye.
I guess if we, let's see how the quests worked. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we almost have enough. Might as well technically gather the entire goddamn field. You know what would be nice if you would run to the things that you click on. You first have to run next to them and click on them. Well, but then again, this is still in its early stages. I'm sure this is gonna get fixed. There we go. We're gonna pick some of these things up. I know I got more than 20 already by now, but I figured might as well just clean up the field for the poor man. And you know, just give him all his stuff. Alright, buddy, let's give you some stuff back.
Hello.
Cool, thank you for the torch advice. Here you go, I've collected your stuff. And more money.
Goodbye.
Alright, thanks buddy for 100 gold. That basically paid for my entrance fee into here. Well guys, I'm gonna cut this episode right here because I don't want to stretch it out too long. I'll continue in next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please click like, please click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful night.